Spring has sprung. And isn't it glorious when after, I was going to say after the rain, but forget that part. When we've had a cold winter, and then all of a sudden, life that was completely unseen begins to make itself evident again. And it's never the same life that it was when it went to sleep in the fall. And there's something about that, even if we're not aware of how that kind of impression touches us, that moves in us an innate longing that, for the most part, lies asleep in us. And that innate longing is that we as human beings, we are not meant to repeat ourselves. We are not, yes, we live in a body, it has a pattern, there's habits, we take our cars, our bicycles, we do the things that we do on a daily basis, but I'm talking about inwardly. I'm talking about what it means when an individual in their spiritual development begins to realize, I have felt this wonderful way 592,000 times, and I still got mad because there was traffic. I had a glorious meditation. I was lifted by the Spirit, and then my wife finished the butter. I have my problems, you have yours. Are we on the same page? So the point is, we have to go beyond where we are. Right now. And even though it may seem to you like, yeah, I'm all for it, I want to go beyond where I am, life presents over and over 1,000 different instances in which suddenly the pattern of this person appears, blown up by some passing moment that brings me out, and there I am again, and there's the pattern again, and I'm not the new flower, I'm the old trunk. The broken branch, who has in it, and there's no question about it, the innate longing to be the vine and the new flower. But what does it take for that? Because I tell you, we mustn't make campsites, you and I. The spiritual path is not a path of satisfaction. Satisfaction comes because we do the work of leaving behind what we were and even what we found satisfaction in. And then something new is born, but it's born without corruption. It's born without anything that came behind it that we're attached to. So that something new lives in us, and the newness itself is our life. Not because I feel new, but because I am new. You see the difference in this? Now, we know certain things, science and physics, the various branches, even though there's been this incredible schism all this time, little by little, we're starting to understand factually that there's no such thing as something really disappearing. It changes forms. And so all of the energy that you and I are the instrument, the embodiment of, we too are always changing form. But the problem with most of us is we come back the way we were. And what does that mean? I'm still blaming people. I'm still struggling to be recognized as something. I still want my dog to sit. This is for those of us with lesser ambitions, but in other words, life brings something that I don't want, and I go right along with not wanting it again. And that's a pattern born of resistance. And where you have resistance that designs the pattern, you have repetition. And where you have repetition, you do not have new birth. So the real birth, the new birth, the one that we are here for, you and I, to the degree that it's true, requires something on our part that is going to demand in the moment of its appearance something unthinkable to the person who goes into the situation.